Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Threezero figure, and it's from their Infinity Saga collection, and this one is limited edition. To how many, I'm not sure, but this is the Mark 43 battle damage. Here's based on the Avengers Age of Ultron and Iron Man Mark 43 battle damage, and this is their DLX line, Threezero, and there's the box. And here's a comparison between the two Mark 43 boxes. And you can see one is battle damage, one is not. And then the gold color is different too. Alright, and here we have battle damage Mark 43 outside of packaging. And as far as accessory, it comes with the base, Infinity Saga base, and then 4 effect pieces. And then it comes with a bunch of hands. We have a pair of relaxed hands, a pair of repulsor blast hands, and then another pair of repulsor blast hand with holes in them for you to attach the effect pieces, and then another pair of repulsor blast hands as well, and also got a hole in it. And then here are the two rockets. One is somewhat battle damage looking, while the other one is not. And let us look at the figure itself now. Okay, so let me do a little focusing right there. Okay, so we start from legs up, and you might notice the gold color is definitely a little bit different. It's not as bright, not as light as the other version. This version has a little hint of chromium and more of an orangey type of gold color. And I do really like the chest plate where it's all battle damage right here. And then everywhere else is more just scuff marks and then dirt here and there. Thigh section does have a little scrape, but everywhere else is pretty much the same. And here's a backfield of the 43, and it does have open flaps just like the previous version, and the first half of the torso is detachable for you to put batteries in, and then butt plate is removable, and you can add the base to it to prop it up, and there you go. Alright, so as far as articulation with this one, it is somewhat of a struggle in a good way, I guess. Here, pop this open before I show you articulation. Here's where the batteries are housed. Here's the screw. You need to unscrew that and then press this little black button up front. If I could get to it, then you will get the eyes to turn up. And since the eyes has a film over it, a white, I guess, diffuser type of piece on top of his eyes, on his socket there. Then when the light's shining, you don't see a hot spot in the middle of the head here. And then as for the torso, the buttons in the center, press it, and you'll see the R reactor turns on. And then if you depress it, and it goes away. And then to put the batteries in, all you have to do, let me turn this off first. Come on, focus. Is pull the top half section off, and here you can see there's a screw on the bottom. Remove that, and then this whole piece will come down, and then there's a battery compartment there. Just need to attach 2 batteries. I don't have the exact batteries, so I'm using Hot Toys ones, the little tiny ones, but I know they're not the actual ones, but it works, so I'm okay with that. So let us go over articulation. To me, I think the neck is a little short, but that might just be me. Head movement, you can look up about that much. And rotate, of course, you could do that. And then as for the shoulders, these are really stiff. Now the shoulder pads are on hinges right there, and it's clamped onto a bar up above here. And then if you turn the elbows, turn the arm, then you get a butterfly joint in here, right there, and And in order to give it full range, you could pull this piece forward, the chest plate, pull this forward, then it creates a little bit more room for the arms to move forward. So you could do that. There's your butterfly joint. And then the shoulder joint is pretty stiff. Even the bicep swivel is kind of hard to do. And then he does have double jointed elbows, so that's nice. Oops, sorry about that. And then he has a ball jointed wrist. Then as for the rest of the torso itself, he could do a crunch about that much, arch about that much, so not a whole lot of arch, but crunch quite good. Can he do a landing pose? Yes, but is it going to be amazing looking like SHF? No, it's not gonna. Then these legs cannot be lowered. This panel can be lowered though. It is held on with 2 hinges, and so you can slide it down like so, and then you could bend his leg up to about 90 degrees. And he does have a thigh swivel and double jointed knees, give you quite a bit, and then a ball jointed ankle. And I believe there's toes articulation as well, right there. Alright, and here's a comparison between the two Mark 43. You can clearly see the gold color is different. This one's a little more yellowish and a little more toned down. This one is like really bright and almost plastically looking. Let's see, shoulder pads pretty much the same except for a bit of a wear and tear on it, and then the chest plate is completely different. This one has a lot of markings on it, or a lot of details on it, while this one does not, because this one is a clean version. And then abdominal section, yeah, just mainly the paint job is different, and you could clearly see the forearm, like the bicep section, they're totally different. Then yeah, same with the gauntlet. And as far as the rest of him, you can see is pretty much identical, and the only main thing is the top half of this figure. And here are the two of them from the back side. Both got flaps that can open up, and everything else is pretty much identical except for the gold color they chose for this one. So there you have it. Here are the two Mark 43. One came out quite a few months ago, and then the Battle Damage just came out like a week ago or something. So yeah, and I can see the eyes are completely the same, where it has that diffuser around it, so it doesn't generate a hot spot, or yeah, a light spot. A hot spot on the center, inside the center of the head. But here's the rest of it. Yeah, you could totally see it's different. The gold color is completely different. The red, it's okay. I don't mind the deeper color because it is battle damage, so you're gonna have a lot of wear and tear. So maybe the color change a little bit due to the dirt that's mixed into it. But overall, both are fantastic figures. I recommend either one of them, and there are a lot more coming. They ranges for about 120 or so, 110, 120, 130, somewhere around there. So yeah, getting on it. If you're a Iron Man fan, I know these marks came out so long ago, and maybe no one cares about these anymore, but I still like my Iron Man figures, and this is a almost die-cast piece, so makes it worthwhile because you do get the heft to this figure because of the 75% die-cast that's running through this figure, which is nice. And oh, I forgot to mention the hips are very, very stiff. They're so hard to move. Even spreading his legs are quite a chore because it is really tight. So there you have it. There's the Threezero. This video is supposed to be for this guy, the limited edition Battle Damage Mark 43. So there you go. Thanks for watching.